in the mud and the blood and the wind at Bishops. At halftime, the home side lead Rondebosch 5-0, and it is the final game for most of these young men's schoolboys' career. Bishops flag with the mitre billowing in the wind. And we resume with Jaco Barnard beginning for Rondebosch. Rondebosch playing with the wind at their side. Will Bishops' 5-point lead be enough? And a lot of energy. Bosch come onto it. Mark Lindenberg, their coach, it's his last game. As we said earlier, he's had a good outing with them. We'll be hoping to end with a win.
Well, short restart from Rondebosch, and some neat work in the air from John D'Oliveira. However, he's knocked it on. Has the scrum off Barnard, and it is scrum free for Bishops. Now, their tactics in the second half will be to get Allen and Newman into the fray, just get them to truck it up. Allen has been outstanding this afternoon, and he needs to take charge, does the inside centre.
Well, Allen has been hiding a rat tail in his hair, which he showed me. He keeps it clipped away, and he calls it Togo. It's amazing. He's a different color. He's obviously able to beat not only defense, but the wandering eyes of teachers. Is now Sharples, the head boy, who Ollie McRobert referred to as the greatest guy alive. Takes contact quickly through the hands. Meyer to his left boot. Bounces up. Connor van Heerden calmly takes it. Hasn't traveled too far. Meyer. He's got the skills now in the second half, and the wind. It really is tricky conditions for these players. Oh, stunning stuff from Bosch. Reynolds, Fisher.
Oh, there's a strong counter-up from Rondebosch, and then it is Matthew Klingenberg who's won his side a penalty. Great work at the breakdown. And it'll be Jordan Meyer who will be looking to find the sanctity of the touchline. I just find this tactic is the wrong one from those in white. They need to tap and go, keep it alive, stay true to their DNA and ethos, as kicking it into touch is not going to yield you a sizable gain. There was a counter-ruck initially from David Iggy, and the pickup from his captain Reynolds, but then look at the work by the hard-working blind side flanker Klingenberg, and he won his side a penalty.
It's been taken by Bishops. Allen. And
tackle was made.
Christian and Reynolds came up on him and sandwiched him. Sharples. Quickly recycled. Ntumbeni. And they say when he steps, his whole body changes direction. Ntumbeni, known for his wise old cracks. They say he's like a wise old man. Connor van Heerden. That probably didn't go as he would have planned, particularly because he's in front of a very enthusiastic Bishops crowd.
Wrong tactic from the diminutive van Heerden. He needed to thump it downfield. Poor execution by the number 10, and he's handed possession straight back to the home side in white.
He's a grade 11. His brother is captain of the second team. He's van Heerden. Now Bishops doesn't work out for them. Reynolds did very well there. Dived upon it. And
Tackle away.
Rondebosch still in possession. Stone. Blood. Now let's see his pace. He was the under-15 South African hurdles champion, and he's just put a bit too much heat on it.
Well, it overcooked it, and then Izanisevic criminally dived on it. He should have just let it keep rolling. It would have gone over the dead ball line. Not a bad tactic from those in blue. Means they'll receive the 22-meter restart if Bishops don't go quickly and win it themselves. William Rose organising his troops, saying, fellas, you cannot expect me to kick into this howling northwest and win the ball back. We have to go to the left-hand side of the field.
Stone took his eyes off it.
Disappointed with his effort, Ross Stone, unfortunately. for the inside centre. Dipped on him at the final stages, and his hands being below his eyes meant that he was never going to catch that. Oh, William Rosie's got lightning pace as the skipper of Bishops in the number 9 jersey. If he can get that right shoulder, he can exploit this sizable blindside.
Klingenberg, who's moved to 8, works it out to Rose, comes deflected.
Playing advantage.
And Fanta dives on it. Now, Gabriel's rather.
Well, no advantage for Rondebosch after Gabriel's up and under. Diving on the man on the ground, and hence a penalty going the way to the visitors.
And the booth is in front of the Bishops crowd, and they are absolutely howling, singing Bishops very loudly.
That's a super effort by Van Eden. He's carved off about 40-odd metres. Poor application of the law by the try scorer.
Set up, White.
Jankovic Basan
Set up.
handed the penalty
Set up there.
the way of Rondebosch, and they've decided to go for the shortened 4-man line-out of the home side. Bishops now need to keep them at bay. You can expect Christians or Strauss to truck it up in midfield if Troy Fisher can find his jumpers.
Still falls over the Piley Reese. Now, Bosch in possession, floating pass, Stone, Strauss. Barnard, half gap, Stone, changes direction, looks for the pass. Allen takes him out. And
Get back.
Seth Christian up for the challenge. Pass doesn't find anyone. Now Gabriel's. Almost ripped out. Once again, Bosch still have it. Reynolds, the captain. So a farm boy grew up on Baton Verwachten. His dad is the viticulturist. Floating pass out from Strauss, finds Collier.
No arms in the tackle, Spear. No arms in the tackle. He just went straight on the legs with his shoulder.
No arms in the tackle, and Klingenberg has given away another penalty. Now they're starting to mount up against the home side, as Rondebosch will most certainly go for the line-out opportunity. Treacherous conditions underfoot will mean they will look to set the drive, as Van Eden has found a good touch on the 5-yard line, and this time it was David Curry who came in with a tackle. No arms on his opposite man, David Iggy.
Big line out coming.
Go back 10 there. Go back 10.
Massive rivalry between these schools. I'm told
Back 10.
the two inside centres are both vying for the hearts of a Redham goal. So it's like Jacob Black versus Edward Cullen here. Twilight on the Piley. And a turnover for Bishops.
Oh, not travelling the allotted 5 metres. And Bishops have got themselves under jail.
The clean jersey you see there is Jeff Malherbe, who's come on in the hooker position. Castle moves to the prop position. Malherbe was called the Hobbit by Mr. Mallet, the director of rugby, until his wife said he must stop because she thought it was mean. He's also the head of founders, Mr. Mallet's house. Big push from Bosch. Now coming out, Allen. Evades Stone that time. And worked out in Timbeni. Collier up on him quickly. Crawls his way a bit forward. Now back. Mayer. Oh, goodness me, as we charge down, and Gray just didn't get it.
Oh, hard work by Matthew Gray. Scrum feed for Rondebosch. He was out of the blocks in a flash, put a lot of pressure on Jordan Mayer. And the bounce of the ball evaded everybody as it went over the dead ball line, much to the relief of Jordan Mayer in the fly-off position. However, Bishops are now under the pump on their own 5-yard line. Scrum feed for Rondebosch. Don't be surprised if you see Johan Strauss have a go at Jordan Mayer. He's been one of the stronger players as Johan Strauss this afternoon.
Strauss, 107 kilograms, uses all of it, just puts the ball down.
Well, he's dropped the ball. There's Johan Strauss. Poor execution. As Justin Miller was in close attention to Johan Strauss. Handling error 7 by Rondebosch to the 5 of the home side. Now Bishops need to adjust their exit strategy. They need to keep it low and hard into the wind.
Oh, big push from Bosch. Rose gets it, goes on a run. Bosch up for the challenge. Somehow manages to get down to the earth. Jeff Mulherber, you see him so clean as that jersey. He picks and drives. Very good violinist is Mulherber. Rose now to Allen. Goes on a run. Reynolds takes him down. Rose tries to dig it out of their half. Van Eden does some stepping, taken by the ankles by Mayer. Oh, quick up, so quick up was Klingenberg. Now, this was almost trouble for Bishops. Or trouble for Bosch from Bishops.
No advantage being called by Nathan Swart. From the tackle on Ross Stone, the pass out the back from Fisher. Stone just been thwarted at the last moment. And no advantage, and those in white were remonstrating with Nathan Swart to little or no avail. And a wry smile on the referee's face, sharing a joke with William Rose. Well, fair game to him.
Rose, quite a big talker. Apparently Barnard often has what is described as average chat with the opposite number 9s. He says, what are you doing afterwards? What are your plans for the day? As Rose now gives it out to Mayer. Puts it to his boot, and wow, just got it in. Excellent result.
And that's a tactical nous that is required. Kept it low, skidded it over this sodden Parley Reese turf. And a good game for Bishops via their fly off Jordan Mayer. Well, it's certainly been a tussle royale between these two famous schools. Matt Crane pictures ruled the line out supreme this afternoon. 1,97 meters, 94 kilograms. He's played his part as the lanky lock forward.
Stay dead, stay dead.
Comes now for Bishops. Curry. Curry's favorite music is disco. Says it's an acquired taste. As Ntambeni once again makes a good run. Rose, Mayer. Mayer, who has played fly off his whole life, now gives it out to Allen. He's been wanting to play in this fixture since the age of 4. Mulherber. Allen's exchange partner from Isle of Man has flown over just to watch this game.
Well, a high tackle going around the neck of Victor Allen, who has been Bishop's most dangerous player this afternoon. And it is Bishops who find themselves in a great field position as Jordan Mayer has found touch 10 or so meters from that Rondebosch line. Dalvin Blood slipping around the neck of Victor Allen. Not the first time that has occurred this afternoon. Both sides being guilty of some poor technical ability. And defensive frailties have come to the fore when Allen has run with the ball in both hands. However, that stat is a concern. 10 from 14. They'll now want to find their jumpers, especially Alex Castle.
Oh, bulleted. Works out for them. Klingenberg. Sharples. Very close are Bishops. Can they do it? Into Benny, dots it over. 10-0 up, all Bishops.
Hanno Intabeni has come up with the goods, and the lock forward has managed to snap one over in the corner. Good work by Sharples. The leg drive was impressive. His body art carried him forward. He was inches short, got the ball back, and then clever thinking by Hanno Intabeni down the short side. And it is Bishops who've got in for their second of the afternoon by their lock Intabeni. Now, if Jordan kicks us over, Anton, I'll tell you what, I will give him my house and my car, because there's little or no chance that I think he'll get it anywhere near the uprights.
Jordan Mayer in line for a lovely house in Rondebosch and a 4x4. Now wades back into the crowd of Bishop's parents.
I have my heart in my mouth.
They were almost walking home.
Strong carry from Sharples, and then his lock partner Intabeni got over the whitewash for their second 5-pointer. The locks working in tandem for the home side, and they find themselves 10 points to the good.
Allowed to bounce. Liebenberg does well. He was in the Craven Week setup as well. Eastern Province XV. Jankovic flung in there. The result of Bosch.
Again, it's that defensive choke tackle that has come to the fore for Rondebosch. Just holding the man up. So difficult for Bishops to get numbers around the ball and work themselves to ground, and hence turnover possession. 18 or so minutes to go. What can Rondebosch conjure up? They need to try to lift their spirits as time is called off, and the SA Schools replacement in McClally Ngoladela may well find himself into the front of the action. And he's replacing Rai Sali. Is McClally in the lock position.
I got all my information mainly from Ollie McRoberts from Bishops, and then from Bosch. Reynolds, Stone and Strauss all were incredibly helpful, and absolute credits to their school.
You're not on the ball.
Once again, wonderful guys on both these sides. As now Dalvin Blood feeds it out. Collier running a good line, wrapped up by Mayer and Allen. Barnard, Christian, Uncle playing in his last game for Bosch. Most of these young men have 15 minutes left of their schoolboy rugby career. 10 points adrift are Bosch. Anything could happen. This is a fixture of the highest drama. An advantage to Bosch. Christian. Reynolds. And Reynolds was injured last year. He took to singing. Became an accomplished singer. He sang Ed Sheeran in front of the assembly.
A forward pass from Ross Stone to Johan Strauss, and a penalty being given to Rondebosch due to the high tackle. Tabeni, the try scorer, just That lazy right arm slinging around the neck of the Rondebosch runner, and it'll be Van Eden who'll be looking to claw 3 points back. Tough kick. You're sitting in your living rooms at home thinking that slap bang in front, easy for the kicker. I think he needs somebody to hold the ball first of all, and then secondly, he'll need to judge us to perfection, Will Van Eden, if he is to be accredited with the 3 points.
We'll get the vista in the background. Corner of Table Mountain, oak trees, schoolhouse. Connor Van Eden to get 3.
Well, gave it a solid thump and high and handsome for Connor Van Eden as Rondebosch get their first points of the derby with 15 minutes left to play in this fixture via the boot of Connor Van Eden.
Bit of a mosh pit there. So Bishops was founded 1849, Bosch 1897, and this is one of the oldest fixtures in South Africa. The first rugby game in South Africa played between Sachs and Bishops. A huge amount of history in this game as William Rose puts it to Toban Gabriels, and the try scorer Adam Mtumbeni has ripped it out. Curry. Rose, Castle. We'll change the direction. Meyer. Well, oh, it's worked out for him. He's got to criticize the decision, but he did well. He's now retained possession. Tim Sharples, 2 meters out. Klingenberg. Could this be the death blow administered from Bishops? 15 minutes still in this game. Oh, they're trying to bully their way forward. Our Bishops. Bombs now, they fire it out. Unable to break through the dark blue. Oh, hold up.
Oh, clever tactical appreciation by Jordan Meyer as he found spaces in behind the Rondebosch back 3, and Connor Van Eden, who was roaming around in the last line of defence, made an awful hash of that as we see David Iggy being replaced, and Hanno Ntabeni receiving some attention on that heavily bandaged left knee. He's had a strong afternoon as the live wire lock.
Well, bit of attention, and Doc Huber coming onto the field, and there are only 400 meters that separate these schools, and we turn now to look at Johann Strauss, who is rugby royalty at Bosch.
Well, he's had a strong afternoon as Johann Strauss is carried with some real intent as the big burly number 8, and he has been Rondebosch's outstanding player on the day as Strauss. However, he needs to defend now his own line as Bishops find themselves red hot on attack with the sounds of time beginning to tick away.
Oh, Rose.
Oh, poor from William Rose. And he's just knocked it on as the Craven Week representative. Just the foot of Klingenberg. It looked like it just catching Rose's hand. Now, what do Rondebosch do? Do they hoik it down the middle of the field and ask Izanisevic to run it back, or do they look to just find the safety of the touchline? They need to play some rugby to those in blue.
They give it to Izanisevic. He'll be in trouble. He's a strong runner, the arm wrestling champion of the Bishop side. Now they're going to kick it. Who will receive it? Jankovic bounces backwards off his head, keeps it in field. He's got Ivanisevic outside him, gives it to him. Ivanisevic returns fire. A bounce, and that is a full Bosch backline waiting for it. Strauss runs into Muller. Maybe one of the only loose forwards or players that could have stopped the unit of Strauss. Van Heerden feeds it out to Stone. Varnard, Van Heerden sends it up high, and the wind is just punishing these kickers today, that they call back for the high tackle.
Well, late tackle being administered on Connor Van Heerden. And now he'll get an opportunity to find touch for his side. Spun out and well, nothing really in it.
10.
He's taken play into that Bishop's half of the field.
Sit. 14.
I can tell you there is palpable tension on the
Don't come too early.
7 points in it. Can go any way. Great. The captain, Christian. Stone. Blood coming onto it quickly. This could be trouble for either side. Comes off Meyer's boot.
Well, a double knock-on, and it is fall on the way of Bishops, as the pass from Dalvin Blood was a treacherous one for Taban Gabriels together, and both him and Alex Jamfarich Bessan couldn't handle the first knock-on coming from Rondebosch, hence the scrum going the way of Bishops. Now, how do Bishops wind this clock down, Anton? They need to potentially try find themselves to get into the half of Rondebosch. Use that clever tactical ploy of keeping it low into the wind. 84 to the 63 tackles made. Just shows you who's played the rugby.
Newman. He hasn't had too much opportunity to run with the ball today. There's a wily player, Klingenberg, versus Collier. Ooh, which side is the ball going to come out? Blue or white? Blue or white? Comes up blue side. Rondebosch with the turnover. Looking dangerous. Oh, the team from across the road. New man to the field, Jay Raybuck. Actually the grandson of commentary legend Hugh Bladen. And he's a joker of the team. Oh, good hands by Barnard.
Tackle away first and lose white. Tackle this other way.
Raybuck, he is burning. Digs in for it. Goes on a little charge. Makes a foot. Now it's the captain's turn. Well, Herbert brings him to a stop. McLeod Smith. Gray, good hands from him. Bullet pass out now. Blood runs 111-1. Stone. Barnard, Gray. Well, this is test match rugby. 6 minutes left. Everything in the world to play for. Connor Van Heerden. And respite for the team playing in white.
Well, an early tackle from Jordan Meyer on Taban Gabriels has meant that Connor Van Heerden can put this as close as he can to the 5-meter line. And he hasn't obliged, he's got inside, as we saw Dalvin Blood looking to run, and an early tackle from Jordan Meyer, hence a penalty going the way of Rondebosch. Connor Van Heerden needed to put that as close as he possibly could. He's asked an enormous amount of his pack to try and work some magic from 22 out.
Fisher to Gray. 5 minutes left of this fixture. Christian, he's an explosive runner at times. He makes a couple meters. Well handled by Barnard. Now comes out Strauss, deft hands. Golodela carries on going. Quickly recycled. Barnard palms it out to Gray. This time inside line to Strauss. Twirls over. Ball's popped out. Gabriels. Ran into Sharple's shoulder. Bosch now with continuity, with a good rhythm. A player from Bishops is down in pain. Appears to be JJ Muller grasping his shoulder.
Rondebosch players were a little bit aggrieved with the referee Nathan Swartz. They had all the momentum, however. Safety first, as we see Justin Miller in a world of pain. And safety first in all forms of the game, and the referee is absolutely correct. Just at the breakdown, he fell awkwardly, did Miller, and his shoulder rotated. He's back on his feet is the former captain, like Lazarus. I'll try in the corner for Rondebosch, could make the conversion interesting. As we see Justin Miller now going off. He's like a yo-yo, on, off, on, off. He's had a strong afternoon in the tight exchanges, has Miller.
And I'll tell you, he's still on the field. Popped his shoulder back in. You see it rolling. He'll take some Panado and Energade later, and all will be healed. And I can tell you, nothing would stop these young men playing out their final schoolboy game. Is now Strauss. Used as a wrecking ball. Barnard. The shoulder's still working fine for Muller. 3 minutes left. 7 points adrift. Oh, Bosch. Can they cross over? And can they then get the kick? Golodela, SA Schools player, bullied back. Now, another dangerous drive. They're inching out on Rondebosch. Just short. The ball recycled. Seth Christian, the uncle, puts his head down, uses his strength. Bosch are back in this game. The uncle delivers for his team.
Well, it's Seth Christian who's come up with the goods. The burly front ranker has scored after some neat work by Gray and the replacement Ryback as he drove their forwards forward. Christians picked and went down the short side, and he had enough power to get in over the whitewash for the 5-pointer, as it is now Connor van Heerden who is left with the conversion with a little over a minute and a half to play, and he needs somebody to come and hold his ball as the wind has picked up yet again. Well, this is now a tricky conversion now. They realize that, and this is to take it to 10-all.
Imagine the pressure on this young man, one of the youngest players in the team, biggest kick of his life.
Well, the fact that it's fallen over twice hasn't helped his cause.
5.
Well, they've knocked it over, so it's 10 apiece with a minute to play in this derby fixture between these two schools now. The Rondebosch boys have found their voices, the Bishops boys have found their voices. Are we in for late drama, Anton?
I think so, and the widest smile from Connor van Heerden. He rose to the occasion. The teams have risen to the occasion. 45 seconds left in this fixture. Massive hit coming in from Strauss. 30 seconds left. Everything to play for. The score's tied, 10-all. High drama, as always, in this fixture. Cloud Smith, Barnard, Van Heerden, Collier. These teams want the victory so badly. The captain gives it to the try scorer, giving everything they have, these two sides. Cloud Smith again. Gray playing his 4th out of potentially 6 derbies. He's played 35 games for Bosch, the record.
No hands, no hands.
69, set in 1989. Now, the minutes ticking down. Can't afford to knock on, can Rondebosch. Bishops have to force the turnover and playing with advantage. Force a penalty or crossover. Golodela. Careful play from both sides.
Release. Release.
Potentially could have been ripped. Still comes out Bosch side. Raybuck.
No, let it go now. Cleaned off it.
Oh, it is so tense here at Bishops.
Well, Rondebosch are looking to work their way into that Bishops half of the field. And if they get a penalty, well, Connor Funnier just maybe called up for the 3-pointer.
Golodela picks it up. About half a decade ago, a bit longer, there was a draw in similar rainy conditions on the same field. Raybuck now, Bishops joining the party. Fight out. Now what can the backline do? Van Heerden gives it, this is trouble. Gabriels puts it to his boot, chasing the ball, chasing the win. Tobert Gabriels slips from his hands. What could have been?
Well, is there drama? Is there a push on Taban Gabriels? And if a penalty goes away of Rondebosch, it will be on the 15-meter line. Taban Gabriels, the chip over the top. Izanisevic was burnt on the outside.
There was a push on him.
And there was a late push on Gabriels. Well, is that a penalty try?
Ball was kicked into the in-goal, and there was a push on 11.
So there was extension of the arm and whatever. Extension of the arm.
Yes.
Going on to America. After he kicked it, so it was back there.
No, after he kicked it, yeah.
Well, if it's in goal, it's a penalty try.
Yes.
Okay.
Kicked the ball, yeah.
Wow.
Wow, wow. The drama continues. This is Bishops Rondebosch. Can you handle it?
Push on the kicker.
Well, the chip over the top from Gabriels then. Look at the pace to boot. And he knocked it in. The push coming in. Whoa. You be the judge at home. They've decided to go for the line out. Well, can Bishops keep them out? Can Raybuck find his jumpers? Can one of these sides come away with the victory, or will it be like kissing your sister?
And the crowds are up. Bosch and Bishops to their feet. Fisher to throw in. Oh! The drama, the tension, the voices of 2,000 boys in unison. Bosch set up the ball. Bishops holding on for dear life.
Use it once.
Inching their way forward. Barnard allows his troops. Can Bosch do it? Can they revenge? It's the captain now pushing his way towards the try line. Can they inflict revenge on Bishops for the loss they suffered in the first term? Bosch still going, inexorably moving towards the Bishops try line. If they go wide, they do have an overlap. Using it in their forward still are Bosch. Bishops holding on for dear life. 4 minutes into extra time. Now, fired out. Ross Stone taken down. It's been ripped. Bishops, do they have it? No, still Bosch have it. Making their way, Strauss to the try line. 1 meter out. Old boys in the background going crazy.
Let it go, White. Let it go, White. White, let it go.
White instructed to let it go. Diving towards, he's 30 centimeters out. Golodela pushes it over. Held up. Oh my! Highest drama at the Piley Reese. Ross Stone so close. An excellent game from him. And both these teams have played out of their boots.
Game over. Yeah.
The referee has called it, and that is that. Well, no one ever likes a draw, but perhaps fitting for two teams that have absolutely battled today. It has been a gallant display in the mud at full time. Bishops tie Rondebosch 10-all. It has been a day to remember at Bishops at full time. An epic battle ends tied 10-all as we now go down to Gareth Wright, who will be conducting our post-match interview.
Well, fantastic game of rugby here on the Paliris. With me, man of the match, Anam Tabeni. A classic affair, very tight at the death.
Yes, sir, definitely. It's been a pleasure playing Bosch over the years since grade 4, and every match has been a special occasion. And I mean, we came out with a draw in the end, but I think that's a deserved result here. They gave it to us in the second half, and we took it to them in the first half.
What were the tactics going into the wind in the second half?
We just aimed to keep the ball in hand and play in their half, because obviously they could kick it and pin us in our half and play the territory.
Now, at the death, you had to defend for your life. What was going through your head?
Just flashbacks from all the tight games over the years, and just thinking we're on the cusp of victory like 2 minutes ago, and then now we're here defending for our lives. So, I mean, it was just about playing for the brothers, playing for the jersey.
Well, fantastic effort by you, and well done. You are Techie Town man of the match, and with us you get a Toyota forklift hamper, as well as your 1,000 Rand man of the match.
Thank you very much, sir.